At the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Hayward out there with Bridges. Then it's Ball. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Rozier in at the two-guard spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. Brooks outside. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. There's the pass to Hayward. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
You got to give Hayward his props. He's terrific at getting his shots in mid-range.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And Hayward with the stuff.
And this is why you got to keep Hayward out of the paint. He loves to try and finish around the rim.
Morant scanning the floor. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Great look. High percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
Now, here's Ball. A shot by Hayward, wide open. That three off the mark. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Stolen by Washington. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. Finishes the break with a slam.
It's a challenge. Trying to stick with Rozier in transition. How can you do it when he's so fast and clever in these situations?
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Graham. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hornets lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
I ain't got no credit, but I got the cash.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Tyus Jones out there with Allen. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Tillman in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And making an immediate impact in this league, Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle-tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
Pass to Zeller. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Zeller's got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte.
He has great body control for a big man. Zeller takes the hit, but keeps on finishing.
Pass to Valanciunas. Shots over Biombo. No good from Valanciunas.
Does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if he can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice there.
Graham's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. 43 seconds left in the first half. Passes to Allen. Over Monk. Allen's shot is off.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Here's McDaniels. Good. Nice job down low.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Valanciunas inside, covered by Biyombo. Here's Monk, still looking for his first bucket in this one. He kicks it to McDaniels. Three-pointer, Graham. And so it's Charlotte in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll about do.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Terry Rozier. Hayward out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Ball, and it's Washington in at the center position. Here's Morant after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Ball against Morant. Now the pass to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Shot clock at 3, and he sinks the layup.
A really good way to get your first points of the half with a rugged play on the backboard.
Pass to Rozier. Here is Hayward. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Ball from long range. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Anderson. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
2 on the clock. And Hayward with the lay-in. And it's 8 points for Gordon Hayward.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Charlotte leading by 10. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Anderson and Jackson inside. Then there's Allen. And it's Melton in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
He doesn't shy away from the physical aspect of the game. Hayward's gotten better at drawing contact over the years.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
Well, he was just a skinny kid coming out of college. Hayward's gotten much stronger and much better in a short period of time.
Hayward hits them both. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Down by 12. Down low.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom. It's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
So he gets them both. Hornets leading by 10. Now, here's Rozier. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Incredible effort from Rozier. I mean, he's such a great rebounder for his size.
The feed to Jackson. Over Washington. Jackson misses. And the Hornets with possession here. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hornets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Gordon Hayward.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Now here's Hayward. Charlotte moving the ball around. Back to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Washington. Over Anderson. Again, the Hornets score.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were